It's historically Honda's best-selling nameplate in the Philippines and one of the longest-standing models in the brand's local lineup. While it no longer racks up the most sales for Honda month in and month out, it remains one of the most important models in the stable. What I'm talking about, ladies and gentlemen, is the Honda City. Alongside the new Brio, this car just got a significant facelift along with some major updates. Is it enough to keep the sedan relevant in this crossover crazy market? You'll find majority of the design changes on this facelift, well, on the face. The old model had that large chrome strip on its nose. This one has less of that chrome and more of these black plastics on the grille, which, by the way, vary from one variant to the other. The looks of the air intakes underneath also vary from the RS to the V and to the S variant, but these new pointy bits on the bumper remain the same. The rest of the car, meanwhile, remains pretty much untouched. Same headlights, same side profile, and same rear end. And for these existing variants, same 16 and 15-inch wheels. The same can be said about the interior. Same layout, same design. That also applies to the top-spec RS variant with the red panel on the dash and the red contrast stitching around the cabin. You also still get this 8-inch infotainment system with Android Auto and now wireless Apple CarPlay. The base E variant though only gets a 2-DIN head unit with a USB-A port and Bluetooth connectivity. Below, you get the knobs for the AC controls, 2 USB-A ports, a 12-volt socket, and a couple of cup holders here, and that's about it. What's new here in the City can be found here on the steering wheel. You get a bunch of new buttons here because, well, Honda sensing safety features now come as standard, and that includes the base trim. Not a surprising move as Honda has been going big on its safety tech as of late. You may recall that these features are now standard in the Civic and the HR-V. Anywho, back to the features. The City now has adaptive cruise control, but without low-speed follow, take note. It also has forward collision warning with autonomous emergency braking, which Honda likes to call its collision mitigation braking system. It also gets lane keep assist with lane departure warning and road departure mitigation, and it has auto high beam and lead car departure notification. The facelifted Honda City is powered by a 1.5-liter inline-4 gasoline engine that generates 119 horsepower at 6,600 RPM and 145 Nm of torque at 4,300 RPM. This is mated to a CVT that sends power to the front wheels. Now, it's still the same powertrain that's been in the City for quite a while, but I don't think anyone's complaining because it's still as capable as ever, it's still as fuel efficient as ever. Now, we're only driving this around the Honda plant in Santa Rosa, Laguna, but we're pretty sure the fuel economy figures will remain the same. Now, what we want to try out here are the new safety features. Now, we won't be able to try out safety features like autonomous emergency braking because that can be a bit dangerous. So what we're going to do now is we're going to try out adaptive cruise control because we have open stretches that are enough to try this feature out. So right now we are at 40. So now we are near the City and the setting reads 44 kilometers per hour, but right now we're just a little over 30. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Works perfectly fine, I guess. So apart from adaptive cruise control, supposedly we would be able to try out lane keep assist with the road departure mitigation feature, but as it turns out, I think I'm driving a bit too slow. We are limited by the roads inside this plant, so this is just as fast as we can go. And the instrument cluster is showing me that it's reading the lane. It shows that we are in one lane, but the road departure mitigation feature isn't activating. I guess we're gonna have to wait for the full review before we try out the other Honda sensing features on the new City. The new Honda City starts at 975,000 pesos for the base E variant and tops out at 1,130,000 pesos for the RS variant. Now, you could argue that you could already get a small crossover for that much money, but I could also argue that it's gonna be hard to find something that's as refined, as easy to drive, and has the same amount of safety features that the Honda City has. Actually, if you look at it in the subcompact sedan segment, this is already hard to match. Now, if you're gonna ask me the same question I asked earlier, is this still gonna be relevant in this crossover crazy market? My answer is gonna be a resounding yes.